toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCF Knights, taking on a squad from the American, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The sure hands, it's Thomas. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Corner's going to give them room. Looking to throw again. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So UCF's offense will get the ball for the first time. Give to the back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a play.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights.
Yeah, This offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, UCF! The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Pitt right back to the line.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this defense doing a really good job with situational football. Both drives. Last drive gave up some yards, 0 points. This drive forcing a 3rd and long. You bring on the pass rushers. You get after them in a predictable situation.
Rushes on him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback. Finds a little space. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job
Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Knights.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive have they looked? Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Setting up the screen. Got room at the 35. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Panthers are in the hurry-up.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great.
Fires one high and deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Defense not showing press coverage. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Soft spot in the middle. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at him.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Jackson will throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bring in the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got him downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Richardson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights are rolling down the field. Trying play action. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the defense gets home. Kaye at 35.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Knights had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Jackson gonna throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Knights didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're going to run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jenkins. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Jackson will throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stayed tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, trying to get my guy open.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely center cut. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Can't get him to the ground. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled and run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT, it's kind of like a punt.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Fox. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver going in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. He tries to take the top off. He's got it on the outside. Sprinting away. Touchdown Knights. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Finds the tight end. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Slithers into space. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Cook. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Under fire. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught close to the marker. It's Snow. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but on the ground at the 20. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Brown wants to pass. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Makes the catch. It's Snow. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Got the quick pass. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Knights look to keep this drive humming. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. To the air on first down. Finding open areas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Got it in the middle, it's Fox. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they are still short of the first down. Brown will throw it. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Touchdown Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
Running back searching for a hole. Spin, still running. At the 45 on its way. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, what a move. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the first. There he goes. The 30. Then some. Touchdown, UCF. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
He's in open space downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. They're going to go right back to him on first down. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Extending the play. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Panthers. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, the ground game. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to solve.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The Knights just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Creates a little room.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hicks. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give him credit, too, because
he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught. All the way down to the 38-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and they dial up the perfect call on that one. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Makes the catch. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Hicks. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
at this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense is...
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Brown will throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Jenkins. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They think there's room to run to the right here. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. He's at the... And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hicks. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lee to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.